What's up you guys, my name is ThePrenti and welcome back to another video. Now today we're making mulled cider. I asked last week when I made the mulled wine, do you guys want to see me make some mulled cider because it varies slightly differently from the mulled wine, and you guys said yes, so that's what we're making today. Okay, so what you need is an orange, 5 apples, I've got 2 green, 3 red, doesn't really make much of a difference, cinnamon sticks, nutmeg, 100 grams of brown sugar, allspice, cloves, and then you want 2 pints or a litre of cider. Now I'm using Magner's Original, which is an apple cider. You can use a cloudy cider, any kind of cider you want. I'd stick to an apple cider though, like, but any brand or anything, whether it's flat or whether it's fizzy. As long as it's cider, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Now the first thing you would do, just like when we made the mulled wine, is make an apple-based sugar reduction for the syrup to make it slightly sweeter, to make it into the mulled wine. So the easiest way to do that is get 3 of the apples. I've kind of color-coded them to make it easier. So the red apples are cut up and I'm going to juice. I've also peeled my orange as well. I'm just going to slice them to make them a wee bit smaller so they break up in the blender. You can use fresh juices if you want, but I find, you know, using actual apples and then juicing them brings a lot better flavour, so that's what I'm doing. So I'm going to blend all these up. So now we have our little gloopy mix here. It's not obviously like completely runny, it's obviously still a bit thick, but I like that in my mulled cider. So we're going to turn our gas on and we're going to heat this to the boil. And here we're also going to add our sugar into here. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of allspice, and a teaspoon of nutmeg as well. There we are. So you want to bring this to a reduction until it all mixes in and starts to go very syrupy. You want to make sure the heat's not too high as well and it's not over boiling. Also, I do apologise for the screeching noise if you hear it later on the video. It's my gas cooker. It does that when there's like low pressure coming into it or like low gas going in. There's nothing I can do about it. I have a lot of comments in the mulled wine video. It is what it is. I can't really fix it. There's nothing I can do about it. So this is coming along nicely. It's nearly there. Could do with another probably a couple minutes on the heat. So we're going to leave it until it's fully reduced. So when it starts to bubble on a low heat, you know it's done. So at this point we're going to add in 6 cloves. 4, 5, 6. And there, 6 should be enough. Okay, once we've added the cloves, we're then going to add our cider. Make sure it's on a low heat. There we are, all that fizz will bubble off anyway. Add the other one. Can't add it without having a drink, obviously. There we are. Just make sure this is all stirred in well. Now all this stuff on top you'll see here, this will bubble off. This is just the air bubbles from reacting with the rest of the stuff. That tastes nice. Just gonna let it heat up now on a very, very low heat. So make sure your stove's as low as it goes. And then we'll leave that for about 40 minutes, obviously checking it periodically as well. Right, so when it's on a low heat and starts to bubble, this has been about half an hour. What you want to do is you want to strain it out into another pot. Like that. This just gets rid of all the pulp that you've blitzed, all the apple bits that are not going to mix in. All the flavours now out of them and into the actual mulled cider itself. There we are, get rid of that now. Now we can transfer this back into our actual cooking pot. We're going to add another 6 cloves in here. There we are. And we're also going to add 2 cinnamon sticks in here as well. Now he's going to leave this to come back to the boil. Right, so it's all bubbling up, it's all ready to serve, so I'm going to serve it in a nice mason jar. Make sure if you're putting it in glass, it's in a heat-proof container. Make sure the glass is actually heat-proof. But I'm going to give myself a big serving because I absolutely love mulled cider. It's the favourite thing about Christmas, actually. The one thing I enjoy is some beautiful mulled cider. So we're going to fill this right up. Now, there's a few ways you can garnish it. You can either garnish it with a cinnamon stick, or this is why I have the green apples. I've cut one of the green apples into a bit of a fan. Very thinly sliced the apple. And we have a fan. Gonna rest this just on here. And that is mulled cider. Right, so here we are, the taste test now. I dunk the apple in and like to eat it. Oh, it's beautiful. Have a drink. I love it. It's so nice. It's so full of flavour as well. Mulled cider is definitely the best thing about the festive period. I definitely recommend you guys check this out at home. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, feel free to drop a like rating, it'd be much and greatly appreciated. I'm interested to know if you guys are going to try this at home, whether you prefer mulled wine or mulled cider. Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys are new around here as well, please make sure you click on my face right now to subscribe. If you want to watch me make mulled wine, you can click on the top box down here. If you guys missed yesterday's upload, you can click the bottom box here. And if you guys want to check out a random video from myself, you can click the box just here. If you want to check any of my social media, links to them will be in the description. On that guys, until next time, I've been ThePrenti, and I'll see you in the next one.